Hi Kids Zone! If you could have only one superpower, what would it be? Do you think that superpower would be more helpful to yourself or to others? What superpower do you think would be the most helpful to people? It's fun to think about superpowers and superheroes, isn't it? Flying, seeing through walls, or even being invisible. It would be so cool to be able to do something like that. Something no one else could do. When Jesus was on earth, many people thought of him as a kind of superhero. Today, Liam has read Mark chapter 1, 29 to 39. Have a read at bedtime tonight. Mark is the second book in the New Testament. That's the second half of the Bible. Right after Jesus chose his disciples, he visited the home of Simon and Andrew, two of his new disciples. When he got there, he discovered that Simon's mother-in-law was very sick and stuck in bed. All Jesus had to do was touch her hand, and she was instantly healed. This was a huge shock to her and to everyone else watching. How had this man done this? It was impossible. But it wasn't impossible because Jesus really did heal her. He had the power, the authority, and he was just getting started. Everyone was so excited and in shock that they ran to tell everyone they knew, especially those that were sick. Everyone needed to see this man and his superpower of healing. Person after person came to the door, and Jesus touched each one, healing them of anything they had. Imagine what the internet, Facebook and Twitter would say today. In the middle of the night, Jesus snuck out of the house and went off to pray. His disciples found him and asked him to come back because there were more people at the door asking for his healing. But surprisingly, Jesus said no. You would think Jesus would want to help these people. How could he leave with all these people needing his help? Jesus was the only one with this superpower, the only one who could help them. How could he possibly say no? But Jesus knew that healing the sick wasn't the plan. He did not want the fame it was bringing him. He had something much more important to do, and it involved an even greater superpower that would help even more people. Do you know what that superpower was? The greatest, most amazing, spectacular, important, exciting, and powerful superpower of all time. Jesus could save us, everyone's hearts. Anyone who has ever lived or will live could be saved by Jesus. That's one incredible superpower. Even though healing the sick was very important, Jesus knew it wasn't nearly as important as saving our hearts. So instead of returning to the house, Jesus and his disciples left and travelled around preaching to huge crowds, teaching them about God, being saved and going to heaven. Jesus was, is, and always will be the only one who could ever have the power to save us. And we will need him to save us so we can live with him forever in heaven. Jesus is the ultimate superhero with the ultimate superpower. Jesus is the Son of God. Thanks, folks.